what's up, Collide? My name is Anthony, and I am super excited to welcome you to the Collide experience. We are going to be going through leader and student testimonies so that you can get to know your leaders and your peers a lot better. I'm really excited for this opportunity, especially with the coronavirus happening, so that we can feel super connected. Love you guys. Meow.
Hey, what's up, Collide? My name's Cayla, and I'm here to share my story and walk with the Lord with you today. You've probably seen me around the church before. I'm a part of student leadership. I've done worship a few times, and on Sundays I usually tend to watch the little munchkins down at the backyard. But I haven't always been this involved in the church, and it's really exciting, but here's my story. I was born in San Diego on January 12th, 2003. Both my parents are full Filipino, so I'm full Filipino as well. And they come from very traditional Filipino families, but by the time I was 1, they got divorced and split up. It wasn't too difficult like I could imagine it would be for people who have to deal with it now, or like people who barely started knowing what it was when they were in middle school, because it's all I've known my entire life. But it was still a little hard because I know that there'd be times where I really missed my mom and like I really wanted to see her, or there'd be times where I forgot something at my mom's house that I couldn't like go get because she lived further away to have at my dad's house. So it was a little challenging. It's been really hard with friends because not many of my friends understand how that is, and so when I have to like go to my dad's and they want to make plans, I can't just drop everything and go hang out with them. I have to go through both parents and see if it's okay in order to make any plans. I was born in San Diego, and I think in my life I've lived in a total of like 14 different apartments. And then my mom settled down and got a house in Lakeside, and my dad was living with his ex-girlfriend at the time. Girlfriend at the time, I guess, in Chula Vista. And so I was mostly with my mom. I visited my dad sometimes, and then they just kind of got sick of the like crowded life, and so they wanted to move to Ramona. And so they moved to Ramona, and my dad had moved to Lakeside at that point. So now I'm here. I started going to North Coast because my mom was tired of driving down to El Cajon at our old church, and I was really upset about that because I loved that church. I loved all the people there. I had a lot of really close friends there, and I was really close with my small group. But then she was just like, well, it's either you go to North Coast or you're not going to church at all. So I just went to North Coast with her one time. I tried out the zoo, and then I got into children's ministry again because I used to do that at my old church. And it's been pretty good since then. It's like not one experience, it's just like one specific relationship with a person. It's just been this roller coaster of a relationship with my dad that's really shaped me, because like when I was younger, he decided that he wanted to live with his girlfriend and provide for them more than he wanted to provide for me. And I didn't realize how hard that would be for me until I got older, and it like having that anger pent up, it kind of forced me to be closed off and really guarded and really short with people, and like I wouldn't open up to anybody at all. It'd be really difficult. And then recently I've been like tackling that battle with him and trying to get over these hurdles of being this closed off person that's so secretive all the time, because that's not who I am inside, and it's not who I want to be. And like I went into 2020 saying I'm gonna conquer this stuff with my dad, I'm gonna get through it with God, I'm gonna get through it with close people, and crazy enough, God just made it happen, and a tidal wave crashed through my life. End of January, it was happening, and things were starting to take a turn, and it sucked a little bit. It was really hard because I didn't expect it to be that fast, and it wasn't on my timeline, and not everything's going to be on my timeline, so it's been kind of hard. But it's caused a lot of growth, and I can already tell you that I've opened up to a lot more people. I've gotten comfortable with a lot more people. It's no longer this, I need to have a mask and play funniest person in the room, like most exciting person in the room. It's like I can just be who I want to be.
how has God like comforted you, like changed you in this time?
He's comforted me a lot, just through like the people around me and like telling them things to tell me, because like I remember at camp I was going through it so difficult and so much, I guess. And one night I went to the cabin with Anthony and Emily, and Anthony told me like there's some things that you like want to take back from God, and like you give it to him but then you take it back because you want to control it, and like you can't control it. And so that's been like something that's really stuck in my mind. And I know like we sat in like this circle on the floor because Emily wanted to, and she thought it was like so vulnerable to sit in a circle on the floor and like put your hands down, because it's like you can't grab anything you're dropping like this. And so that's what I've been doing a lot lately. I've just been like thinking about that. That's always been on my mind. Like I want to take it back, but I can't take it back because it's not only for my own growth, but it's like so that I could share with other people that it's possible. I mean, I could tell you like I gave my life to God when I was in middle school, and like it's true, like he's always been in my life since then, but I don't think I seriously took my relationship with him as my own and took ownership over it until I think summer camp in August. I didn't really like want my own relationship. It was always what my parents wanted from me, and then it grew into my own. I've been really like, I've had a lot of anger towards my dad. A lot of like, how could you do this? Like, I'm your kid. And I didn't really think about where God played in my life until like I was just sitting and talking about it with my mom, and she's like, yeah, your earthly father might not be the best father for you, but like you have a heavenly father, and like you need to remember that. And so it's been hard to remember, but it's something I've been working on, remembering and like being able to press into the Lord more and like finding affirmation, if you will, from him, opposed to trying to find affirmation from my dad. But I don't know what that relationship will look like. I know it's going to be a really difficult conversation for us to have, and I know that it's not going to happen overnight. Like, no, nothing's going to be fixed in one night. I can't really tell you what I think it's going to look like word for word, or like draw you like the best picture ever, but I think that it's going to take a lot of time for us to get to where we were before everything happened, and I don't know if we ever will be like that again. It sucks, like it really sucks, but like I'm done crying about him and like getting my heart broken by him, because it's not fair to the people around me, especially my mom, who's seen me go through it so many times. All that's coming in my head is like, just I continually listen to this, like I continually listen to like how he loves, and that just kind of puts me in a place of like, it's fine, like I have like a better dad than this. Don't hide your feelings, and like don't be scared, because you do have like a father that loves you no matter what, and if things turn bad, like you'll always have him to turn to, and you'll always have like a community of people who love you to turn to, and just don't forget about that. My name's Cayla, and thank you so much for listening to my story. See